The Target 12 investigators are working the latest on a local man accused of taking part in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Falsehoods and lies. That's what a North Kingstown man says former President Trump and his supporters spread, compelling him to take part in a violent attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Bernard Joseph Sir is scheduled to be sentenced for his role in the riot next week, and new court documents are giving us a glimpse into what he says happened. Target 12 investigator Tim White has been tracking this case since day one. He's here now with what he's learned.
Both the defense and prosecution filed what's called sentencing memorandums yesterday, and prosecutors revealed for the first time that the defendant was briefly a member of the far-right group, the Proud Boys. Federal prosecutors in Washington argue the video doesn't lie. Multiple cameras on the U.S. Capitol and from inside the mob, evidence in the criminal case against Bernard Joseph Sir of North Kingstown.
Mr. Sir, why did you go to D.C. on January 6th?
No comment.
Sir was arrested last June and has agreed to plead guilty in the case. Sir's attorneys are asking for the defendant to be spared prison time. Writing in a court filing, Sir is ashamed and profoundly saddened for taking part in the national embarrassment. Sir now knows he was tricked by the people he trusted, they wrote. He was told lies, fed falsehoods, and believed that our election had been stolen, adding the military veteran's love of country was used against him. But prosecutors paint a different picture, showing video of Sir at the Capitol, seen here, and images of him toward the front of the mob pushing against officers inside the Capitol. Investigators say Sir yelled at officers to be on the right side of history. Prosecutors also said Sir joined the Rhode Island chapter of the Proud Boys 1 month before the riot and traveled with other members of the far-right group from New England to D.C. Sir has since disaffiliated from the Proud Boys. Prosecutors are asking for 10 months behind bars. Of course, it's up to the judge to decide the punishment. Sir is scheduled to be sentenced next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Coming up new at 6, what prosecutors say Sir tweeted in the weeks leading up to the Capitol attack. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
New details now on a case the Target 12 investigators have been tracking. A North Kingstown man says he was told lies and falsehoods about the 2020 presidential election and is asking to be spared prison time for his role in the January 6th attacks.
In a court filing, prosecutors say the man's tweets leading up to the riot foreshadowed his involvement.
Target 12 investigator Tim White's been tracking this case since day one and is here now with what he's learned.
In their sentencing memorandum filed yesterday, prosecutors say Bernard Joseph Sir joined the Rhode Island chapter of the Proud Boys a month before the attack.
Do you have any regrets now that you traveled down there?
Following his arrest in June, Bernard Joseph Sir of North Kingstown has agreed to plead guilty to federal charges that he took part in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. At a court filing Tuesday, prosecutors say Sir could be seen in multiple videos from inside the mob and cameras on the Capitol building, showing him pushing against Capitol police officers and yelling at them to be on the right side of history. Prosecutors wrote Sir also recorded video of an officer being attacked. Prosecutors say he wrote a series of tweets leading up to the riot, like this one. The noose is tightening on the traitors' necks now. There is no escape, and called on the Supreme Court to overturn the election. 4 days later, he wrote, "Patriots are ready to fight against election fraud. Are you?" But defense attorneys argue their client was misled by lies and falsehoods of former President Trump and others about the 2020 elections and say Sir is ashamed for taking part in that day. They also claim there is video of the defendant handing a flagpole to police officers so it couldn't be used as a weapon. They argue Sir has already paid a steep price, losing his state job as an engineer at the Rhode Island Nuclear Science Center at the University of Rhode Island months after his arrest, and he and his family have suffered from the negative publicity his offense generated. Sir's attorneys are asking for a sentence of 3 years of probation. Prosecutors want 10 months in prison. He is scheduled to be sentenced next Tuesday at federal court in Washington. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.